Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 2. If you want to see my reaction video about the Episode 1, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. And if you don't know it, if you are discovering my channel with this video, just know that I watched also the first season and the second season of The Mandalorian. I'm gonna put the link to the playlist that I made about it, and I reacted also to other Star Wars shows, meaning Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, and the first season of the Book of Boba Fett. You know what I think about it. I want to talk a little about that, before beginning this new episode, about the fact that my impressions after the first episode of this season 3 of The Mandalorian was a little, like that, because it felt great to be back with these characters that we love so much. The story was not that bad, like it was really the introduction for the season 3, with really the writers telling us that this season would be really about Mando and not anymore about Grogu. Grogu took a big place, during the two first seasons of The Mandalorian, but now it's really about Mando, about the fact that he wants to be pardoned, to have his redemption, about the fact that he showed his face to Grogu, like that it's really important for him. We have also the thing about the fact that his big mission, at least for the next episodes, it's gonna be about going back to his home, to his planet, discovering what happened right there. Is it still not okay, is it still poison, stuff like that. So that, that mission, it's gonna be at least the mission for the first half of the season. That, about Mando, about the fact that he wants to be pardoned and all, it's gonna be the big thing for the entire season, I think. Also, him against, the Mandalorians, the fact that he has the sword, all of that, that's gonna be a big deal. But I'm not sure that it's gonna be for this season. Like, really, I think that during this season, it's gonna be about Mando accepting his fate, accepting that now that he has the sword, now that he's gonna go on his planet, now that he's gonna discover stuff, like, maybe he needs to do something about it. He can't just go on his own path, like to act blind about what is happening, to not consider the other people. Like, he has to do something about it, and I think that this season is gonna be about that, for him, what he's gonna do about it. So see, this first episode was great because it introduced all of that. It was well done on screen. We were back with this universe, these characters that we love, so it was great. But on the other hand, I had the impression that some moments were really not necessary and felt a little like a fan service. I'm thinking about the introduction scene, that fight against the creature. I'm thinking also about the fight between the ships. It was not necessary scenes. They are not gonna be really important. I'm not sure that we're gonna have consequences for them. Like, it felt really like fan service moments, and I'm not sure about that kind of scenes, And also, the fact that the Star Wars show that we had just before that, it was Andor, and Andor was so well written, was so well built. They went deep into really the character, into his psychology, all of what was happening for him. And also the story was big, was important, with a lot of different characters and situations to follow, with a lot of things, which were happening and which were important for the entire universe, for the entire big story. And I mean, history with a big H. So right there, to be back with only Mando and Grogu, to follow only them going on a personal adventure, personal mission, which is for now not that important, and which seems, not so little, but you know what I mean by that? that, you know, that difference of importance, you know, of the story felt a little weird, and also the difference of mood. Into Andor, it was really dark, it was really deep, it was really intense, and it was cool, you know, because of that. You know what I thought about Andor? I think that it's my favorite Star Wars show so far because it's the most realistic, the darker also, so I really appreciated that. And again, to be back into The Mandalorian and into that first episode, which was really funny, with a lot of funny moments, funny jokes, with that western moment, with all of that, it felt a little light, you know, in comparison. So I really think that maybe my impression after the first episode of The Mandalorian was a little like that, because what happened during the first episode was a little like that, with a really good introduction to the season, but also unnecessary scenes which were maybe fan service scenes. But also, you know, now with time I'm analyzing my impressions after the first episode, because maybe, you know, without wanting it, I made that comparison between these two shows, and after a show like Andor, to come back into The Mandalorian with that context, with that story, with that light mood, it felt weird. So right there for this episode, you know, that I'm gonna watch today, you know that I'm not watching any trailers, so I don't know what is gonna happen. I'm not sure that we're gonna begin stuff, you know, really during this episode. Like, I'm not sure that he's gonna be back into his planet really during this episode. For me, it's gonna take at least the first part of the season. For me, this episode, it's maybe more gonna be about preparing, you know, that thing, like, I don't know how, maybe to not go all alone, all by yourself, to take some friends with you, or to have resources that I can't imagine for now that we need. You know, something like that. I don't think that right there it's already gonna be that. Maybe I'm totally wrong with that, but it's how I'm imagining, you know, the season, how the season can be built, how the story, you know, can go. I saw your comments, you know, after the first episode, and you shared a little, you know, my opinion about the fact that this first episode felt a little weird, was great, but we're expecting more coming from this show. I saw also that some of you were totally okay with it, but one of you told me something like, maybe I'm totally okay with it only because I love Star Wars so much that yes, I'm okay to have some fan service scenes because it's scenes that I want to see, so I understand that. I think that, you know, that I'm not an hardcore fan. I'm saying it each time as a warning. I know a lot of things about Star Wars because I watched all of the movies, I watched all of the shows except for Clone Wars. Except for that, I watched everything and I really love this universe, but I'm not an hardcore fan. Like, I didn't watch the movies again and again, and same for the shows. I'm just an enthusiast fan. You know, that's how I'm defining myself. But I think that for the hardcore fans, that first episode, a lot of hardcore fans were a little disappointed also because they're expecting a lot, you know, coming from Star Wars shows. So I think that a lot were a little like me, at least that's what I saw on Twitter and all. And I think that a lot of hardcore fans are also like that, you know, are also like, we just want Star Wars things, so it's okay for us. But I think that your positions, these fans, you know, maybe it's gonna change with time. Like, if they are continuing like that, even you, at some point, you're not gonna be able to deny the thing, you know, and stuff like that. But I hope that it's not gonna be like that for the entire season. And in fact, I really think that it's not gonna be like that for the entire season. I really think that right there, they wanted the first episode to be an introduction for the entire season. They needed 20 minutes to do that. 20 minutes, it's not an episode, so they made 10 minutes in addition of it, and they were okay, let's put Star Wars scenes, you know, Star Wars fan service scenes into it, and it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be one regular episode. For me, I'm really seeing it like that. But I think that for the rest of the season, they're not gonna do that, because really, in each episode, they're gonna have a story to tell, things, you know, to put in place, and also, I don't think that it's gonna be like that for the entire season. Okay, let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you can have this episode earlier, one day sooner, with an extended or full action part. And yes, let's go for this episode.
I don't know what to tell you, pal.
What did I say? That we would meet some old friends to prepare the real journey to our planet. Remember me?
Hear that? She's purring like a nestle shrew.
No complaints. Still faster than I know what to do with.
Well, I'll tune her up just the same. Well, where's my guy? There he is!
She's really like us, you know, each time that we're seeing Grogu.
Was that his first word? I think he's talking to me. Did you hear that? He said Pelly.
I'm here on business. I'm looking for a replacement IG memory circuit.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. They haven't made those for a while. Memory circuit.
Yeah? I'm sorry, it's always fun.
I need my droid fixed now.
Which is why I think you should buy this beauty here.
I need a droid that's rated for spelunking.
Spelunking? Where do you use spelunking?
I'm going to Mandalore. Make sure it's safe to breathe.
Okay.
He doesn't want
Light
that.
back your scanning droid. Come on now, you gotta shine. This R5 astromech is built for adventure.
He's built for it. Does he want it?
It's falling apart. And besides, I got no room for it on the N1.
Nonsense. R5D4 is as good as the day it came back from serving in the rebellion. I'll reinstall your droid port, and this little baby here can even co-pilot.
Again?
I'll send you back to the jungles.
If he could, you know, he would pee on himself. You're already going? That quick? Okay, I was right and wrong in my intro about the preparation time.
It's Mandalore, the home world of our people.
Oh, the fact that you say our people.
Roots back to this planet, and the Beskar mines deep within. I've never been there either. I grew up there, on that moon, Concordia, and that's Kalevala, where we visited Bo Katan. It's in the same system.
Okay.
That way, you'll never be lost.
That's the second time, you know, already during the first episode, it taught him how to travel, you know, how to use a ship and all. I think that it's gonna be used before the end of the season. Grogu driving a ship by himself. Is he okay out there?
Looks like the fusion bonds from the purge disrupted the magnetic field around the planet. From the surface, we won't be able to communicate with anyone out of atmosphere. Down here, we're completely cut off from the rest of the galaxy.
Can you breathe outside?
R5, you ready? I'm gonna need you to scout ahead and analyze the atmosphere.
Do your job!
Don't be a baby. Just get the samples we need. And hurry up.
Do your job.
Here, look. You can watch him on the scope.
We're gonna see him disappearing. Yeah. Knew it.
R5. Come in, you read me.
Oh. Your dad. He's leaving you alone.
I'll be right back.
He's so cute! It's cheated, you know, like... It's a creature or it's someone? Wait! Can you just... Ah, okay, no human at all. Daddy's back!
atmosphere yet? The charts were wrong. The atmosphere is breathable. Bo Katan was right. That's the civic center. This is where Bo Katan said to go.
And we trust her. We're sure of it, like, we're gonna trust her. I don't think that she lied about that, but we know her intentions, her ambitions.
Mines should be further down. I guess we're on our own from here.
You know, it changed Grogu. Before, he would have gone on his own, doing things without taking care, you know, ignoring the risk and all. Now, he's afraid, he knows that he has to stay with his daddy. He's growing up. Excuse me, what? What's that? Yes, it's a robot, it's not a creature. Oh no, it's a creature inside. Okay, it's a creature inside, but even that creature is inside of another thing, no? Use the force. Don't go, don't go, don't go. Use the force. Come on! He's too sweet.
Get to Bo Katan.
Ah! You know how to be quick when you want. I was right! It means that he's gonna ride the ship by himself. I thought that it would be used later, but maybe just right now. Out, out, out. No. Too easy for you, Grogu. I knew it would be used at some point.